Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to a new reading. This is Dr. V, and oh my gosh, this has never happened to me. I was sick. I got better for like a day or two, and then it came back. I know I sound so funny, but it sounds worse than it is. So thank you so much for your patience as I try to get back to normal here. You guys are so awesome. I just want to thank you all for your wonderful messages. And for those of you who are new, no, I don't usually sound like this. So welcome, welcome. I want to give you a big hug. I'm so happy to have you here. Make sure that you stay with me for this entire reading, because if you are energetically attracted to this reading, that means that there are messages here that you need to know, that you need to discover. Okay? So let's get started. So today our first question for Spirit is, Spirit, please tell us, what is the current energy of the divine masculine coming into this reading today? Where is the divine masculine in his energy? Okay, we're getting some big spiritual lessons here. Where is the divine masculine in his current energy? Where are you, divine masculine? Where are you, divine masculine? Okay, wow. So there's some very interesting and powerful energies going on here. So let's start here, because I do feel that this is a great overall energy for the masculine right now. Purification, water, emotional cleansing, and rejuvenation. This is wonderful. So what I'm feeling here is that the masculine is very much in a state of trying to take control of the things in his life that have gone wrong. Okay, so it's like he wants to really have some sort of a fresh new beginning. He wants to cleanse himself of the negative energies that have been around him, that have caused him much pain. See? We can see here that the masculine has been going through a lot of tower moments, and that's why we see here, see, two major arcana cards. So that tells us that along with these tower moments, we're getting some big spiritual lessons, because obviously when things go wrong, when we face challenges and obstacles, and certain situations come along that really disillusion us, that disappoint us, that make us feel like we have failed somehow, or even if it's not our fault, we blame ourselves, then what happens in that transition is definite spiritual progress, right? Like there are lessons in that for us, that our guides, our angels, our spirits, our source energy, doesn't matter what you believe, that divine, right? It's the divine speaking to us, trying to guide us by showing us those signs. And it's really up to us if we choose to see those signs and to learn from them, right? There are so many people, and I'm sure you know people like this in your life. I know them in my life. There are so many people, unfortunately, right now in the world who the universe is calling to, is trying to get them on the right path, but they somehow deny the signs because they're not ready to expand or evolve, right? They have become comfortable, even if the place where they're at is painful, even if the place where they're at has been very challenging. Sometimes we get comfortable in the pain because that is what we know, right? And it's unfortunate because so many people are living in that day-to-day sense of negativity and destruction and cannot empower themselves to come out of it. And on the other hand, There are millions of souls right now who are going through powerful expansion and evolution as well. So the question is, which do you choose? Which one of these are you? So what I'm feeling from the masculine collective that we are connecting with today, right now, this is a good thing. The masculine is tired of this destruction. I feel that he is finally getting to a point where the pain has gotten so bad that he can now be ready to change, right? Because we kind of had to hit rock bottom. And that's why we got this destruction card. And so what it tells us is that as the masculine has gone through that kind of destruction, he has now realized that there are certain actions that he needs to take that are both internal and external. And I love this. Look at the way these cards come up and what they signify, which I think is just so beautiful. It's like a yin yang energy, whereas the high priestess is very much about taking control of your inner life, getting in touch with the depths of your soul, right? And the chariot is about then finding the power and the energy within yourself to make those changes that need to be made. So that the things that in your life that have gotten away from you, the things that you've lost control over because you have either made bad decisions or you've practiced poor judgment, you've made mistakes that you're kicking yourself for. Now is the time to introspect, to figure out where you went wrong, admit those mistakes, and make the change. This is so beautiful. So especially if you are a feminine watching this for your masculine, this is a very positive thing. The masculine is going deep within and looking to make changes and to bring back control and balance back into his life in the ways in he feels that he has lost control. So, and I don't mean control as in, I'm not getting that it's control as in trying to control you, feminine, or any kind of negative energy of holding on too tight. It's more about the things that do need to be controlled, the things that are our responsibility, you know, our actions, things that we do have to take accountability for. So if you feel that your masculine has in the past behaved in ways that he has not taken accountability for, he has not fessed up, right? He has not owned up to his share of the mistakes because maybe of his ego, because of his masculine pride, maybe he just didn't want to introspect, then this is a very powerful turning point. And what is it going to lead to is, I think this is so beautiful. And it's him finding his emotional center again through this cleansing process. Because oftentimes what happens is that when we are in love with somebody who sometimes behaves in ways that are not good for them or good for the relationship, oftentimes it can be traced back to a lack of self-love and self-respect, right? There's something in them that is insecure and is trying to compensate for something that they feel that they're missing. So this is a beautiful thing. And what I love about this, wow, feminine, if you're watching for your masculine, look at this. This is amazing. So, right, Four of Cups in its upright position is a card of being in stuck energy emotionally. It's a card of not wanting to move forward. It's a card of wallowing in your own kind of self-pity, feeling sorry for yourself, saying, I don't like any of these choices that are in front of me, so I choose to not make a choice at all. But I love this, see, because your masculine is going through this powerful internal process through this high priestess energy that's going to help him to now take control of those aspects of his life where he does have to take ownership. Then now he's coming out of this energy. It's going to empower him to make good choices. And look at this. See, now he's going to feel the security, the strength, and the self-confidence to say yes, to finally come out of this, I don't know what I want, this frustrating energy of just being stuck and holding back. And he's going to be able to open his heart fully and say yes. And see, this is what I love. There's going to be some really amazing, good things that come out of this. Something great to look forward to. A lot of positive energy coming out of this. Okay, so then, Spirit, what is blocking? Okay, so this is for those of you who have felt that your masculine has been blocked from you in some way, like he is holding back from you. He's not able to move forward. There's something that is keeping him from you, right? So this is why I want to get in deep today about this question. Spirit, what is blocking the masculine from coming to his feminine at this time? What has been blocking him? Why has he not been able to fully commit to or open up to his feminine? What has been blocking the masculine from moving forward? What has been holding him back from his feminine? See, there it is again. It's the same energy. Yeah, see, it's the same energy here. Very interesting energy coming up. All right, see, there you go. That's why. So I'm going to start right here. Look at this. So again, this masculine, this group of masculines in the collective that we are connecting with right now, they are very, very focused on making a difference in their practical life. They're very focused on building something of importance. They're very focused on feeling like they have something to offer you. Isn't this amazing? And this is very interesting because I feel like there is some sort of synchronicity going on here in the collective, because this issue has been coming up a lot in private readings with my private clients. So I feel like there is definitely, and as we get to this end of this year and the end of this decade, and we're coming upon this new decade and new year, I feel that there is a shift in the masculine collective where they're feeling a sense of urgency to fulfill their dreams. And when I say dreams, I'm thinking more that it's, yes, their emotions have a component to it, but the masculines are also very focused on building the practical aspects of their life. It's like they want in this next year and next decade to really arrive in the world as a man of the world, as a man who has influence, as a man who can command money, fortune, abundance, success. And I think that that is why he also had this come up, as you saw before, in his current energy. Like, it's like he wants to make his fortune. Okay, these masculines, they want to make their fortune. Truly, in this new decade and this new year, it's really important to them. So they're very focused on this Ace of Pentacles, which is all about new beginnings when it comes to your practical life, your income, your career, your home. See? They want to be able to feel that they can give their feminine anything and everything that she deserves. They don't want to approach you and offer you a commitment without being able to, I hate to say it, but literally pay for it. As in, like, we want to get married. Can I have a beautiful wedding? It's like, I want to make her a solid offer. Look at this gesture, engagement, wedding, rejoice in your union. So for those of you who are in this position and you have planned a future already with your masculine, but yet something has happened where he has gone cold or stepped back a little bit, or feels distant, what I'm feeling here is that it's not about you. It's about him wanting to be able to build a real home with you. He wants the money, the status, and that disposable income so that you guys can have a beautiful wedding, a beautiful honeymoon, a beautiful home, and a very abundant future. So this is something that is weighing on his mind. And see, that's why he has this sense of purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. So I want you to think about this. If you are a feminine watching for your masculine, I have been feeling that there are certain financial issues going on with a lot of masculines. Many of them are feeling like they haven't reached their full potential, their full purpose yet. They feel like they have more in them to give to the world and to return back abundance, right? It's almost like they feel like they're not making enough money, like they're not making what they're worth, and it's making them feel bad. And it's affecting their connection to you too, because they want you to be proud of them. They want you to see that they are a man who can provide, even if they don't need to, even if you are this empowered feminine who makes her own way in the world, who has her own career, who has her own business, who's making great money. He admires that, he respects that, but he wants to meet you on equal terms that way. He wants to feel that he is also a man in the world who is doing great things and is getting compensated for that. See, that's why I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. See, and I really feel this very strongly, feminines, because I'm getting this to focus, because again, I feel that this pressure comes from this coming new year for many, many masculines. It's really part of their DNA. They want to go out and conquer. Okay, there's a go out and conquer energy in this masculine collective, that if you love him and you support him and you want to continue planning this future, then see if you can support each other to be more abundant together as you move into this next new year, because it's going to be very important to him. It's part of what he needs to build this life together. See, Zen garden, inner sanctuary. So this is again part of him being introspective at this point, right? This time is making him feel very introspective about what it is that is important to him, what his goals are, what he needs to still build in the material world, and how he wants to increase his own sense of self-respect, his own sense of contribution. Because see, what's also holding him back, because that was the question, is this magician's energy. He wants to be a really new man for the new decade. It's like he wants to be able to access the sharpest, smartest, most dynamic aspects of himself so that he can create something really big. He's looking for the path towards that. He wants to be big in this next decade. In 2020, your masculine wants to be a big shot, but I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. He wants to go out and get things done and conquer and make a ton of money and build a beautiful life with you. And he doesn't want to settle for less. So he's looking for how can he really step into his best energy? How can he really step up and be your man in every way? Not just emotionally, but also financially. Again, I feel like this reading is very much about abundance. I hope this is resonating for you so far, because this is a general reading, right? So if this is not your reading, it's absolutely fine. We may just not be connecting with your masculine today, but if you'd like to have guidance on your specific situation, then that's what a personal reading with me would be all about. And so there is a link in the description box below so that you can take a look at my menu of readings if that's something that resonates with you. So moving on, we also got this Three of Cups in the reverse. So part of what is holding him back right now, I think, is also the way that he feels that the people around him view him. Because the Three of Cups is about wanting to have a good time not just with your partner or the person that you love, but wanting to have a good time with your friends and your family and your community and the people who support you, and wanting them to have a good opinion of you. So I also feel that there's something in this masculine that feels that the people around him underestimate him. I mean, it's not that he doesn't love his friends and his family, but he feels very underestimated by them. He feels like he hasn't shown anybody what he's really made of. He feels like he's been holding back and that people don't see him the way that he sees himself. And he's not happy, or there's this dissatisfaction with the way that he feels that people in his life view him or have opinions of him that are much lower than what he thinks of himself. And so he wants to change this opinion. He wants people to respect him more. He wants people to see him in a much better light than they have. And so there's definitely an element here of a little bit of ego, but it's mired in self-respect. It's mired in wanting people to see the better side of you and wanting people to see you fulfill your potential, because that's part of the emotional satisfaction and gratification that comes from being successful, right? It's not just about the money. It's also about feeling like those around you look up to you and respect you because you are a successful man in the world. So there's a very interesting overall energy here coming from the masculine. And yet again, this is incredible because, as I've said so before, I choose the affirmation of the day ahead of time, before the actual reading, and I do it through meditation. I see what comes to me. And so yet again, we have to thank Spirit, because today's affirmation is the most aligned and most fitting one. So I'm going to give it to you right now, and I want you to write it in the description box below and keep it in your vibration today and every day, and especially as you start this new year, so that you can start off really, really strong. So today's affirmation is, I am a winner! Exclamation point. I am a winner. I am a winner. You can write it any way you want. You can even write, I am a winner in everything I do, or you can even write, what are you a winner in? So that you remind yourself the ways in which you are a winner. And absolutely share that in the comment box below. I would love to see what you feel that you are a winner at, so that you can have all of our love and support with you as you move forward. You beautiful souls. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, so let's go on with our reading. So now I'd like to know, Spirit, can you tell us, what are the divine masculine's intentions towards his feminine and this connection? What does he really intend? What does he really want? What is he looking for? What are the masculine's intentions towards his feminine, the woman that he loves? What are the masculine's intentions? What are the masculine's intentions towards the feminine? Oh my gosh, we're getting to this again. This is really something. This is so incredible. Wow. Okay, so this is very interesting. So let's take a look here. Now, we saw this before, right? We've had this energy in alignment with us the entire reading. So there are priorities here. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So what he really wants to do is to make you a priority in his life. And it's not that you're not. It's like you're there, you're very important. But there's still something here that he is wanting to clear up. Because look at this, this is a continuing energy of purification, of trying to let go of all the things that were holding him behind from being really the greatest version of himself. And so what he's trying to do is to be this new man, right? To be this new man in a new year, in a new decade, in that magician's energy, so that he feels that he has cast off all of the negativity and all of the ways that he was very insecure, right? And look, he's looking for, look at this, the naked truth and wholeness. So this is very positive because this shows us that he is willing to be honest with himself. Maybe even for the first time, maybe this masculine has been a little bit delusional, as in like in denial for a while, right? Like he hasn't wanted to admit his mistakes or talk about the ways in which he has been holding back. But now he is willing to take an honest look at himself, because see, he just can't take this anymore. He's done with this. So this poverty, I feel, is at two levels for this masculine. It's like he feels poverty or lack when it came to his abundance, right? Like finances, that's one aspect of it, where he feels that he wants and deserves more money. But he also wants to come out of emotional poverty. Okay, feminine? He wants to feel both emotionally and financially abundant again. He doesn't want to be in this energy of lack, and that is really positive thing. And that is why he's trying to purify, because the only way to get out of the low vibration of this energy is to really start purifying your energy, right? Starting to come out of the lower vibrations and start raising your vibration by being truthful, by being authentic, by owning up to yourself, by taking a long, hard look at yourself and seeing the truth. So what his intentions is to come out of that insecurity so that he can't be a better man, because see, he wants an outcome with you. See, 8 of Pentacles. So, okay, this may not be the most emotional energy right now, but we saw that the reason for that is because he's been so focused, and he is still so focused on being able to offer you something that matters. And you are taking your time. You're not going to rush it. You are building something that is long lasting for the future. He's working very hard to build his finances, but it's also him working on building this relationship with you systematically, step by step. He wants to do it in the right way because he wants the best possible outcome. See? And so what has happened is that he also is wanting to get out of this fear and overwhelm that he has felt in the past when it comes to building a life, actually committing to something real. So this is actually good, right? Because look at this. I love the fact, this is what I really love, is look how amazing these energies are. With this 2 of Pentacles here, it tells us that he is trying to make better choices. He knows that he has to make the right choice, and his choices are this or this. And what he wants to choose, because he knows that this is negative, right? This is not going to get him anywhere. If he stays in fear, hesitation, darkness, overwhelm, he's not going to go anywhere, and he's not going to achieve all the things that he wants to achieve in 2020. So instead, he wants to choose this. He wants to choose being really, really strong, really, really positive, building something that is so worthwhile, building something that is going to stand the test of time because he did it right. It's going to give him exactly the outcome that he wants with you and in his greater life. So it's like a combination of everything here. And that's where he knows that it's time to make that decision. And he's working towards that. This is wonderful. So then, Spirit, what would the Divine Masculine say to his feminine from his deepest heart, if he could? What would the Divine Masculine say to his feminine from his deepest heart, if he could at this time? See? Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Look at this. I love these messages. I want to show you who I really am. Oh, see? I'm telling you, see, this is what he's working towards. He's working towards you being proud of him, feminine. He wants to make you proud. He wants to show you what he's made of. Isn't that what we just said? He wants everyone, you and everyone around him, to see him as a winner, as somebody who's got it together. He wants to show you what he's made of. I love it. And this, I feel, is for those of you who are in some sort of a separation right now. It may just be temporary, right? But there's something here for those of you who feel that you are in either minimal contact or no contact with your beloved right now. I always look for you at airports as if we'll be at the same place in the world. So I'm feeling that it's also for those masculines who have really tried to step up their careers. They may be traveling for work right now. They may be really like giving it their all, and that might be requiring them to travel and to be away from you and to maybe step back from you. But for those of you who this resonates with, definitely your energy is still with him, even though he may be a world traveler right now. See, I keep getting signs that remind me of you. See? So you are still in his energy. You are all around him. You are still connected to him. He is still connected to you, because look at this one. I have awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us. Wow, so, so beautiful. I love it. I just love it. Oh my, I love it. Okay, so I hope that this reading has given you some clarity about where your masculine may be headed in this new year, like kind of where his thoughts and his feelings and his plans are, because he's feeling that sense of urgency of really conquering and, you know, being aggressive and going out there and succeeding in the things that he wants, that include both you, feminine, because he loves you, and building that life that he wants with you, but he wants to do it in the right way. So I really hope that this has resonated. Make sure that you leave me a comment. And of course, if you'd like to have a private reading with me, the link to the menu of readings, I do have a lot of new options for you. So go ahead and check that menu out. It's in the box below, the link to it, as well as the link to the oracle decks that I have created specifically for all of you who are on this journey to love. So you know how much I love you, you know how much I believe in you, and I'll see you all hopefully with a better voice on the next video. Bye bye guys, love you.